When I was in my 20s, I plated a guy. Now, I've coined that phrase myself. Plated is platonic dating, which means we weren't technically dating. Every now and then he paid for dinner at someplace really cheap. And I was into him and he wasn't into me. Then he'd be into me and I wasn't into him. So we kind of had this year of a push-pull relationship. But then Valentine's Day, after we'd been hanging out and plating for about a year, Valentine's Day rolled around, and this guy, I won't tell you his name, asked me to dinner on Valentine's night at a very expensive restaurant. And I thought, oh, wow, I think the ship is turning. I mean, unless a man is a total moron, he does not invite a woman out to a very expensive restaurant for dinner on Valentine's night. And I thought, oh my goodness, I think kind of the stars are about to align and we are gonna actually fall in love with each other at the same time. And so I got dressed, took about 2 hours, did the best I could with what I had. He came over, was all nervous, even though we knew each other really well. It was like all of a sudden we were both in the 8th grade. His neck was all splotchy. I could smell him through the door. When he came to pick me up, he had on so much cologne, which I thought was really sweet, but it almost gave me pleurisy. We went to this really nice restaurant and we were, just kind of making the stilted conversation. Both of us kind of excited, I thought, about where our relationship was heading. And when the waiter cleared our entree plates, this date signaled the maitre d' over. And when the maitre d' came over, I noticed he was carrying this big box wrapped in white, beautiful white paper. And I went, oh my goodness. I realized he had bought me a Valentine's gift. And I said, oh, I didn't bring a gift for you. I wasn't sure where we were. We weren't really technically dating. And he said, oh no, I didn't expect a gift from you, but I really wanted to bring you a gift. And so I opened this box and I pulled back the tissue paper and there was this very extravagant dress underneath the tissue paper. I was just stunned. When I saw the tag, it fell out of the sleeve. I recognized the brand. I saw this exorbitant cost of the dress. And then I saw the size of the dress. And I thought, uh-oh, I haven't been that size since I was in utero. And I thought, well, I'll just go to the store tomorrow. He'll be none the wiser and I'll exchange it for a larger size. And so I was like, thank you so much. I just can't believe this is so extravagant. And he said, go try it on. And I was like, oh no, I wouldn't be comfortable trying on a dress here in a restaurant. But he was really insistent. And so finally I had to confess that I couldn't try the dress on because it was at least 2 sizes too small. And he said, I know. He said, Lisa, when we were playing tennis the other day, I looked at the back of your jacket. I know exactly what size you wear. He said, here's the deal. I think there's a line between cute and beautiful. And I think you're about 15 pounds from beautiful. So as soon as you can fit into this dress, I'm convinced that I'll fall in love with you. Now, I hope you've never dated a guy like that or gentleman ever been out with a woman who was quite that callous. But I think all of us have experienced somebody treating us like we just weren't quite good enough. And when we believe that, that is shame. Shame isn't about what we do, it's about who we are. It's when we think the wrong is inherent in us. And I think shame is one of the biggest shoplifters of having an identity that's secure in Christ. And I want to just share one verse that has really dealt shame a knockout blow in my life. It's in Hebrews. It's toward the very end of Hebrews. Hebrews is all about Jesus. It's all about the supremacy and the accessibility of Jesus, that he is king, but he's a king that's close to us. He's an empathetic high priest. And when it's talking about Jesus going to the cross, this is in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 12, it says, so Jesus also suffered outside the gate in order to sanctify the people through his own blood.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe today and you'll never miss a new upload. Thanks for being a part of our Better Together community.